Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. The Season 4 update is finally here. Well, at least in a way it is. The physical update for Black Ops Cold War is now live alongside the various patch notes for it. However, all the major Season 4 content like the new weapons and the battle pass and whatnot, all that won't be available until tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific time when the Season 4 update drops for Warzone. But for now, we do have the various patch notes, like I mentioned, for the Season 4 update, covering everything that changed with the 1.18 patch. So as we break them all down, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. And of course, if you're new here, or if you happen to be a part of the 57% of viewers who aren't already subscribed, I am always covering everything going on in COD, news, intel, updates, all that stuff. So feel free to subscribe, that way you can always stay up to date. All right, so here we are. We've got the patch notes. Like I said, this stuff is all live right now. There might be some stuff as this update goes out, like maybe the new score streak, maybe some maps and like custom games and whatnot, but all the main content for Season 4 is not going to be live in Cold War until the Warzone update goes out tomorrow night, which of course we'll be covering as well, so stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead, let's go through the patch notes here. For the most part, the first like half of this is all just reiterated information that we already know about. We know about the battle pass. Of course, we're gonna have a separate video for that as well. Multiplayer, we've seen the content that's coming here throughout the season, the new streaks and whatnot. League play is actually getting some changes. We'll break those down as we go through the patch notes. Same deal with zombies, and of course we have all the regular multiplayer stuff as well. But this is basically just all breakdowns of everything coming in the season. We've got the Groundfall event for Warzone and Cold War, which will be pretty cool. It's like the standard usual seasonal kickoff event that we see pretty much every single season now. Some changes to league play that they preview here this season. In league play, we're updating these skill division requirements to help maintain our target population distribution percentages for each division. Some players may see their skill division placement shift after the next placement match, so just a heads up, that may adjust if you are big into league play. Be sure to jump into LP this weekend to see where you land once the new requirements are in place. We're also putting some additional restrictions in place by popular demand. Starting with Season 4, the LC-10 and the AK are not going to be allowed in League play anymore, so update your loadouts. After the launch of the season, we'll also be delivering brand new League play rewards for competitive fans to unlock with placement rewards and skill division rewards. So they'll have different things for depending on where you finish each season. So cool updates coming to League play. Of course, this will be a big season for zombies. We've got the Mauer der Toten map, Wall of the Dead, I think that translates to. That'll be coming mid-season. But starting on Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to have the Operation Excision main quest and outbreak. That'll kick off, so the new Easter egg will be available and all that stuff. There's also going to be new intel and zombies and whatnot. We're going to break this all down as we get into the update patch notes and whatnot. Like I said, Mauer der Toten coming mid-season. Honestly, looks pretty cool if I do say so myself. Then we get into the actual patch notes here, the core of what we're looking at. Assault rifle weapon tuning is the big thing that kicks things off here. We also have some battle pass and gifting options now available for Cold War. Then obviously we have the actual patch notes. So like I mentioned earlier, the Groundfall event is here. That'll be live until June 24th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It'll get you various rewards depending on what challenges you complete. We also have all the new content, pretty basic stuff here. There's now weapon unlock challenges for the PPSH and the Swiss. So if you didn't unlock those in Season 3, you can do that via challenges now. And then we've got the spicy weapon tuning. Obviously, they have an emphasis on assault rifles here. On the XM4, they reduced the range penalty on the suppressor muzzle from 15% to 11%, and they reduced the range penalty on the agency suppressor muzzle from 33% to 22%, so using those won't hurt your range as much. It looks like the same deal on the AK-47 for the base suppressor, just a slightly less percentage there from 15 to 13. They increased the range penalty on the GRU suppressor from 25 to 27, so a 2% increase on that. It'll be slightly worse at longer ranges. For the QBZ, they increased the range penalty on the regular suppressor from 15 to 17%. On the FFAR, they reduced the penalty on the suppressor from 15 to 10, and also on the agency suppressor from 33 to 20, so that's a pretty significant jump. On the Krig, they did the same on the agency from 30 to 25. On the Groza, they increased the range penalty on the base suppressor from 15 to 17. Then on the Fair, they reduced the GRU suppressor penalty from 33 to 32, so a whopping 1% there. And they also increased the penalty on the base suppressor from 15 to 20. As mentioned, there is now battle pass gifting, so if you want to send your friends a battle pass, or in turn, if you got some cool friends, they can send a battle pass to you in Cold War now. And of course, you can complete that in Warzone or Cold War, which is very cool. We had that back in Modern Warfare. And there's also now progress towards active daily challenges can be viewed in-game via the options menu. That's a new feature we've got here in Season 4. They reduced the amount of XP needed to progress through seasonal levels in Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare. So now it's going to be easier to actually rank up in all 3 games. Pretty cool. Definitely not a change that I expected, but hey, we've got it nonetheless. As far as the prestige rewards go, we've got the basic stuff for every single season. You know, you get all the stuff for hitting 50, 100, 150, 190, 200, then all the way up from 250 to 1,000. If you're just big into the grinding, you know, you get new keys every 50 levels. Nothing too crazy there. They added additional legacy calling cards from various Black Ops titles in the past. Those are now available in the prestige shop. There's 4 additional music tracks available for the music player from Black Ops 4. You got Inferno, you got Alistair's theme, Damned 4, then also Reflections. I'm not sure what those are off the top of my head, if I heard them maybe, but definitely not just going off of their names. They also updated the main lobby theme for Season 4 as well. Of course, that changes every single season. Under multiplayer, for the most part, this is just another content overview. We have all the new maps coming. They updated the hardpoint spawns on Standoff, so that'll be a bit different now. For the modes, of course, we're getting one in the chamber. We talked about that before. Same deal with Satlink, which actually sounds like it'd be pretty cool. Cranked Hardpoint is going to be new. This is almost like Die Hardpoint. It seems like they're just keeping that mode and changing it over to this, so that'll be fun to play as well. We also have Hardcore Hardpoint now available. Multi-team elimination now has its own combat record, and in Prop Hunt, they fixed an issue with incorrect bullet collision after jumping repeatedly. Of course, we have the new hand cannon streak for 2,800 score. You can now use that. There's some new seasonal challenges as always, and they updated the unlock criteria for vehicular warfare, and that's a Season 3 challenge. Then in custom games, they added a sprint recovery delay setting to the general player settings for custom games, so you can adjust that if you want. For the featured playlist for this coming week, we're going to have Hijacked 24/7 in core and hardcore. We're going to have Satlinked for multi-team, Party Games, which now features one in the chamber, Face Off, which now includes Amsterdam, Cranked Hardpoint or Die Hardpoint, the 12v12 Mosh Pit, Nuketown 24/7, Gunfight Blueprints, and then also the multi-team elimination mode as well. And then, as we mentioned earlier, League Play got its skill divisions update, and then also they restricted the LC-10 and the AK-47. In Zombies, we've got the new main quest coming. We've got Zoo available in Outbreak now. There's new intel, there's new quests, and they've updated some of these. They disabled the Super Sprinters, they reduced the Legion's chest armor, so on and so forth. Bunch of changes here to Dead Ops Arcade 3. We're not going to go through every single one of these. We'd be here for quite some time if we did, but of course you can just pause the video as needed if you want to go in depth on all of these. Obviously, we're not super huge on the zombies content here on the channel. We got the collateral map in Onslaught if you're a PlayStation player, so that's now available. They also addressed an issue that could cause players to occasionally lose XP in zombies, which is obviously not something you want to see either. New seasonal challenges for zombies specifically for Season 4. Then also the Season 4 Battle Pass features 4 zombies operator missions, and that's an increase from 2 in the previous seasons. There's also new weapon unlock challenges for the PPSH, the Swiss, and then also the nail gun in zombies. So a lot of the times those will be easier than doing like the other challenges for the other weapons. So if you're trying to unlock any of those, definitely look into what zombies has to offer because it might save you some time. Couple of gameplay changes here. They also fixed the AM63 and Deadshot not working correctly. And then finally, the blog rounds out the featured playlist for zombies, Outbreak, Firebase Z, D Machine, Dead Ops Arcade first person, regular Dead Ops Arcade, Onslaught on PlayStation, and then Onslaught Collateral on PlayStation as well. And that is effectively what changed in the patch notes. Really not a ton compared to, you know, previous seasonal updates. A little bit of weapon tuning in there, but for the most part, it seems like Season 4 was primarily focused on content rather than gameplay fixes, which honestly is a pretty good thing. If your game doesn't need a ton of fixes, you don't have to have just loads of patch notes. So, kind of a good thing that there's not a ton to go over here, but of course the main stuff, the really important stuff, is the adjustments to the rifles here with the suppressors and how those behave in game. So yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively everything that ended up changing in the Season 4 update or the 1.18 update for Cold War. That's gonna wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with everything going on in COD, news, intel, updates, leaks, tips, and pretty much everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I post a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. The links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.